What's up, y'all? It's your girl Auntie, and welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie. I truly want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every week and making it make sense with Auntie. I have an exciting show. You know, it might get a little here and there. We go wherever, but we're gonna make it make sense. Uh, Mr. Show Out should be in the building today. I don't know if he coming in from the comments or from YouTube, but you already know Mr. Show Out. We're gonna see if Miss K come in today. I know she's really busy with her schedule. But listen, we are super excited. Everything's going on. I know a lot of parents are excited. Oh, look, surprise! We got Mr. Show Out in the building, y'all. Listen, that's a surprise. We don't get to see him that often. But before we get into everything that we got going on, since he popped in, let's ask him what he got going on.
What's up, people? Y'all can hear me out there? It's been a minute since I saw y'all. Y'all saw me, you know. But what I got going on, Auntie, she always asks me every time. The boy still got the cartoon coming out. I'm working on it, make it make sense. I am the Auntie cartoon. Also, we got the transition is another cartoon that I'm working on and everything. So, just like I said, if y'all want any type of design, cartoon, any type of logo design, I'm your man. Hit me up, y'all can see the flyer. Uh, Call me at 656-214-9209. I'm sure they answer the phone. If not, leave a message, what it's pertaining to. And I'm telling you, I don't think nobody could get close as me as doing the characters that look just like people. You know, I also do, branding for all those who want to do their social media, and y'all be lookout for a smooth transition showcase where I'm gonna be helping a lot of people, get their things started as a digital creator. So if y'all think that's something y'all interested in, hit me up, or hit Auntie up. Let her know, you know what I'm saying? Because we is going to be starting off with the youth. I want to teach the youth now. That way, once things start running and everything, they're up and running and financially situated, doing things that they love to do.
All right, so that hey, y'all got it straight from the source. Y'all heard him. We got an exciting show. Like I said, we got a couple of different topics. There's a lot going on. Um, we've lost a lot of celebrities, so y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at BFAM News. We're gonna talk more in depth of what we have going on in and around us. But I do have some there were a couple different topics, different posts that's been circulating. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right now that we are going to discuss. I'm looking just to make sure because I am having a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm around here to trying to remember what videos it is that we had. Oh, I do know one. Let me see. No, that one's not it. Is this the one? Okay. So I didn't get this video over to DC in time. I apologize. If y'all know right now, Auntie is working. I mean, I work a lot. My schedule's changed a lot, so sometimes I don't get the videos in like I'm supposed to. But this is one I was reading up on, and this one is about. I posted it on the page, so if you are a member of Make It Make Sense with Auntie, I did make this post. But there was an article about a funeral home director that was accused of giving dirt instead of baby's ashes, and he's also facing felony sex crime charge. I've said it again, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't know what is going on when it comes to these funeral homes and what all is being exposed. Now, I will say this: the fact that these people are literally, we are sitting around here, paying all this money for burials. We're paying for ceremonies. I mean, people are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to bury loved ones, only to find out that some person took it upon themselves, like literally took it upon themselves to go in and desecrate their final moments, because that's exactly what it is. Anytime you go into a situation with somebody entrusting you, you are desecrating whatever it is. You desecrating it. I mean, and the fact that these are children, I mean, anybody's loved ones. But when I say y'all have to make some of these stories make sense, y'all do. Y'all have to go on the page. Y'all have to see what I be talking about. Because all the times I'm not gonna be able to get these videos up here. I'm not always gonna be able to get them up here, but I know it's a lot of stuff. So listen, I ended up last week, and I know that we all talked about it. The whole Coldplay situation. Everybody talked about it. I was gonna do a story on it, and then of course, more pressing issues came about. But my thing is this. Um, and I understand he's since he went in and resigned from the company. People are being held accountable for this situation. This is my take on this whole Coldplay thing. First of all, the audacity, sir, the clear audacity that you had to go out and to flaunt your relationship, regardless if it was supposed to be a secret, regardless of what it was. The fact that y'all have went and invested so much money, especially now that I'm saying, oh, they said that wasn't him, it was a fall guy, or I mean, it's so many things. The person that purchased the tickets ended up losing their job. My thing, why is everybody being held accountable except for the two that partook in this relationship? It's, I mean, I'm just saying, when they say people are out here moving through the company, because yes, I did go and read up on this story. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because I'm pretty sure everybody in the world has been talking about this whole Coldplay thing. My thing and my suggestion to you, my boy, after this good divorce, because we know that she's not playing with you, because immediately after it surfaced, she went and changed her last name on all social media accounts to remove any attachment to you. I pray that, because you've already gotten what you deserve. I heard somebody say what's done in the dark comes to light. It is. The fact that anybody was held responsible for this account, this affair, besides the two people that took place in this affair, but I mean those, if you were willing participants, and by willing participants, if you all were at the job and you knew that when his wife was not there, he was playing with his work wife, you are just as accountable. I seen pictures circulating and they were saying, what about the kids? It's true, what about the kids? But again, we can't expect other people to hold a level of um, sympathy when sometimes their own loved ones don't. I understand there's no justification for this. Those children are going to be hurt. This was something that was sent around the world. And yes, it was made even bigger when it was announced. But my thing is this: all children need to be taken into accountability. When we make decisions all the time. We have no problem with making a decision. But it comes to consequences when everybody seems to try to find something to deflect to. There is no deflecting in this situation at all. If you take the chance to go out with someone that is not your partner, first of all, that was a decision. Let's start there. I don't care if it was a group function, a company event. If you knew for a fact that this is what you and this woman had going on, you shouldn't have been there, or your wife should have been. So I don't have any sympathy for him. Whatever he goes through, he goes through. Like I said, he resigned, and by all means, that was a decision, my boy, that you should have been prepared for. That was a decision that you made. You literally made a conscious decision to go to that concert. You made a conscious decision to promote her within the company. I watched a video that was like, wow, he was literally in bed with HR. And it's true. It really is true. If you think about it, if the person that owns or the CEO of a company And if he is a corrupt person, has the ability to do whatever he wants to do within that company. Yes, he can do it because he owns the company. But by means of I'm able to make these decisions and I can go in and fire people. I can do whatever I want to do now. And instead of me putting my face on it, I can use my girlfriend. I mean, my apologies, my HR personnel. So that's what I got to say about the whole incident with the Coldplay. My boy, you should have thought this through and through. You knew it was consequences to your actions. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth it. I do have prayers for your wife and her mental state, knowing that all of this took place. And I want you to understand that you played the biggest part in that because you could have been honest, you could have been truthful, and you could have just left. There was absolutely no reason for you to even be um upset at your employees. There's no reasoning for you to be mad at anyone but yourself and the decision that you made. Coldplay was not the concert for you. And I want to just say this. I'm pretty sure that if you would not have dropped to the floor the way that you did, most people wouldn't have taken so much notice as into finding out who you were. So yeah, make that one make sense. Hold on, let's see. I got coming in on the other one. Mr. Show, what's your opinion on this whole Coldplay? Do you feel as if the person that purchased the ticket should have been fired? Do you think anybody that should have been fired because his affair was exposed? Is my question.
Nobody should be. Well, I don't think the person that bought the ticket should be fired. I mean, shoot, he just bought the ticket. Yeah, I just gave the ticket away. I might know about this and everything, but hey, you know what I'm saying? That ain't for me to say. There's other higher ups that supposed to handle that situation. I might be able to say a little something. I might say them, but I mean, I can't intervene with what he got going on. So if he wanted to risk his relationship with HR and everything, that was all on him. I just gave him a ticket. You know.
Auntie, you're muted. Auntie, you're on mute, honey.
Can you hear me? I apologize, y'all. I feel as personally, I disagree because I feel as if you are married and if you are like in a relationship, and I'm pretty sure that everybody in the company was aware of this man's relationship. True enough, maybe under the mindset of this being HR, I can't say anything because my job is at risk. But then it kind of falls over to your morals and are your morals really something that you're going to put to the test for somebody else's morals or lack of? Because I mean, like I wouldn't been a part of it. Like I mean, if I had to buy the tickets because that's my job as like the event coordinator or whatever, I would have purchased the tickets. Would I have been in the facility with this? Would I have been around them when I was knowing they were actively cheating and they're married? Now I will say this: if they were both single adults doing their thing, that's their business. I'm not getting involved with who messing with who inside the job. That's your business. But if you all are married, if you all are around here, and I'm saying married, I'm talking about married. Not that's my boyfriend. I'm finna call him my husband. Y'all living however. But if you are taking vows and taking into this that this is what we supposed to be doing and this is how it's supposed to be. This is a committed relationship. Then no, absolutely not. I disagree. I feel he got exactly what he deserved. I do. I feel like he's getting his karma was instant. It was like a very quick karma. It was also something that had been leading up to it because this was something that was going on for a period of time. It wasn't like a short affair. She moved up through the company, like people were complaining. It was an inside investigation before they even got to this point. So this isn't something that he wasn't prepared for it. He knew it was gonna happen, so I just hope that he's ready and able to deal with his consequences. And if that answers the question, I'm listen. I'm pulling up stories, stuff that I had that just so I can remember. Y'all gotta listen. I be telling y'all, Auntie has been so busy, and this is like the final. Well, next week we'll be here. This is the final week, and we are literally moving into Making Mason Studios in less than 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks on the first? So yeah, so less than 2 weeks. So we're down to the last week, and it's a lot going on. Um, So yeah, Auntie's been very, very busy, and I'm still working. I still have a lot of stuff going on with my youth. Back to school is coming up, so we are going. I can talk a little bit about the back to school campaign that we have going on with some. I'm listen. I cannot do it for every child. I wish that I could, but right now we are literally trying to raise, not even raise money because it's not about a monetary thing. I am trying to get back to school supplies for at least 25 children. That's the number that was given to me. So at least 25 children. I'm not saying that you have to purchase all their school supplies, but we are taking and accepting donations. I will have a list if you are in the Hillsborough, Tampa area. Hopefully by tomorrow, well tonight, before the night's over, I will have a couple of drop-off locations for this weekend. This Saturday from 10 to 2. Yeah, this Saturday, 10 to 2, Auntie will be doing the back to school peanuts and lemonade. So we do have the pledge packages that are available where you can purchase the cup of lemonade, the pitcher of lemonade. All proceeds go to help the youth. So if this is something that you are interested in being a part of, you can send cash apps. I can send you an invoice. You can actually, those that are doing the virtual making virtual donations. We have gifts that we will be sending out to you if you cannot get your actual cups of lemonade. However, if you do make your donations, that cup of lemonade that you purchase, if you are not here, we will provide that to somebody in that out in the community. So they will receive a drink. It doesn't have to just be a cup of water. I mean lemonade, bottles of water, whatever the beverage is. We are giving those out. That is also something else that we're doing, trying to feed the homeless, get them bottles of water, tents, because we are very, very hot. It's hot. And even though it's raining, it is very, very hot outside with temps feeling like in the hundreds and sevens and all kind of crazy stuff. So we want to make sure that not only are we doing it for the youth, that we do look out for our community as well. Most definitely, I listen. And I have some kids I want to make sure, like, especially with my older men, older crowds that are out and about my that want to do something, that want to give back to the community. If you are in the Hillsborough County area, if you are in Tampa, if you are a older male, and I'm talking about not somebody and I'm not being funny when I say this. If you are an older gentleman that knows how to communicate effectively, if you are a man that's been through some stuff, if you are a person that knows that you got some issues that you're dealing with, and it could help one of these youth to curb them for making some of the same mistakes, I need y'all to reach out to Auntie. I told y'all, I have 15 to 20, about 15 to 20 young men. I mean, on a regular basis, it's about 10 of them that I see on a regular basis consistently. These young men are students in Hillsborough County. They play football. Some of them just are just. But I am trying to get help for these young men to keep them off of the streets, because there is nothing in the streets but trouble if they have nothing productive to do. I have a young man that's a football player. We plan on, you know what I'm saying, being behind him. Once we give the information, they get football started for the school year here. If you have a child that is involved in any activities and y'all want Auntie to come out and support the youth, because I will. If they have an event, a game, something going on, y'all want Auntie to come out and support, y'all go ahead and inbox Auntie. Hit Auntie up. I will try to make it out there. Y'all also got to remember Auntie is a night manager, so I do work nights. But if you have events, stuff going on in the daytime, Auntie can make it. I will definitely come out there. it's a story. I'm gonna get to it. Because it hit home. And the saddest part about this story, and I can say it, I don't even know if I got it over to DC in time. I don't think I did. But this is a this young lady, trying to see if I can find it. Y'all give me a second, I had to pull up. You try to find it. Imagine me telling him to find something I don't even know it, and I ain't even telling him. All right, so where is this young lady at? All right, I don't know what I did with it. I'm trying to think of his name. It just slipped my mind. But there is the what is that man name? I was just talking about it. The y'all got to excuse Auntie. Auntie just been Auntie side. I can't think of this baby girl name. And I just wrote it down. What did I do with my notes? I don't even know what I did. But okay, I'm gonna just say this because maybe it's not important. Well, not it's very important. But maybe he just don't get me to say his name on my show. So there is a active, there's a story that just it took place a couple of years ago in 22. It was a 14-year-old young lady, whose life was taken from a 47-year-old man. Now, I'm going to say this because I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm an auntie, and I am that auntie. So I'm going to say this, and I don't care who don't like it. The question was at, you know what I'm saying? She was 14 years old. She was in foster care. The young lady was in a foster care situation. She met this man. She was groomed by this man. She was led to believe that she was in a relationship with this man. This man, this was not something that just happened. Um, that it just happened. It was something that happened over a period of time because this young lady was groomed. It was then brought and said that the young lady had an STD and gave it to him, which he ended up taking back home to his wife. So he ended up unaliving this baby girl. This happened right here in Tampa. So this is right here in my city. I remember this story because of the fact that at that time I was not living in Tampa. I had relocated to Atlanta. We left. We came into town, and I remember being in the exact area where this happened at. And I remember getting back to Cape Coral, and I seen Facebook go to flooding that when the police sirens and everything that we had heard, that it was this young lady that had been found and had been discarded. I want to say this to the men and the women. I'm gonna say this, and I don't care who don't like it because I am going to say this. The fact that y'all at y'all big grown ass ages cannot have relationships with adults and be on the same level as an adult. The fact that y'all go out here and prey on these children, because then I'm gonna say y'all because it's men and women, it's not just me. It's disgusting, and they should do to y'all exactly what y'all do to them babies. They real deal. They should do exactly to y'all what y'all do to these kids. It makes no sense that we are still living in a society where if a person, don't get me wrong, selling drugs, that's bad too. But the fact that you can go out here and harm these kids and then get with your big grown ass, get up in somebody courtroom and make people have to spend more money to find you guilty. The fact that I listened to the story, I watched the videos, I watched the other man that was in the video with him that they say he tried to set up. Um, and he need to go to jail too, because you was there, you knew. You know what I'm saying? Any adult that knew that this relationship was going on between this 14 and this 47-year-old, I don't care if you was his homeboy, I don't care if you was the sister, I don't care who you is, you dead ass wrong. Anybody that's in my family, if y'all messing with Sharon, bitch, I'm gonna be the one that helped them lock your ass up. Call me what you want to, talk about that no snitch shit, I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language because they're probably gonna snatch that one up on YouTube. But listen, I don't care. We are past that. It is listen, this is why I waited because I know I'm probably some of y'all might leave Auntie off when I finish going up. Dear relationships, don't get me wrong. I do remember when we was younger, some of us were involved in older relationships with these older men. Y'all dead wrong too. We was wrong, but it happened. But now that we old enough to know better, it's time for us to do better, and we should say something. When we have little girls that's walking around here, and we know for a fact that they don't have the means to get certain stuff, and they walk around here rocking it, the question should be asked. I don't care how grown they think they is, because I'm that auntie. I'm that auntie that'll walk up to a child that I don't know. I don't care. I don't have to know you. I absolutely 100% do not have to know who you is. I don't have to know your mama. I don't have to know your aunties. I don't have to know your dad. I don't have to know nobody related to you, but I do know that you a child. And I've read some of the comments that was like, oh, she was being fast, or oh, listen, I don't care how fast these children are being. At a certain time, and listen, she was being a child. It's the adult that sat up there and thought that it was okay. And then the fact that you sat there and had thousands and thousands and thousands of messages with this little girl telling her, don't tell nobody her age or your age. Don't let people know. So the fact that you sit up in a courtroom and anybody giving you any means to get up there and talk, what is that man's name? I gotta think of his name. Because baby, we need to make him viral. And not on a good means. It's sad. It is sad. What is this man name? I'm finna find it, y'all. I'm gonna get it, y'all. Um, Ronnie Walker. That's your name, Bosco. You. That's you. And I'm pretty sure, a lot of people they say, he's convicted for murder. But I'm saying y'all need to go look this I mean, it's gory. It's horrific. But y'all know when the baby girl was killed over in Toledo, I felt some type of way about that because it was at the hands of her father. And I feel type of way like this because this is at the hands of a man, a black man, any man, but the fact that a man chose to unalive this baby because of decisions that he at his big grown ass age made. The fact that he was able to go in and manipulate this 14-year-old baby, purchasing her iPads and different stuff so that nobody would know that he was conversating with her. The fact that this man had the audacity to sit up in the with this little girl and do that, I don't feel taxpayers' dollars should be spent on anything for him. I truly do not feel it. I don't. Yeah, I can't. Y'all, it's quick. It amazes me how many people always it's always about religion. You hear religion going on all the time. I hear people say it all the time. That let God be the judge. And he was, and he did. He also made it where that everything was exposed. He definitely exposed them. At 47 years old, what relationship could you have with a 14-year-old child? What? When y'all went out, what you took a place away? What? At 47 years old, taking out a 14-year-old, my grandson is 13 and I'm 46. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in perspective. My grandson is 13, I'm 46 years old. At 46 years old, what in the hell could a 14-year-old do or provide? Y'all can't go nowhere. He got to ask to leave in and out the house. You can manipulate him to do what you want. And then I'm gonna tell you something. If he a daddy, because I really ain't gonna leave it good. I question any relationship that if he has daughters or children, and I don't care who don't like it. if you could go out there and sleep with a 14-year-old, my whole thing is it must have been from a thought that was in your head. So when my children walk past you, my boy, so you went and acted on it with a child in the streets because you knew you couldn't touch nobody in the household. I feel like when stuff like this go on, they should have now this. If they want to build Alligator Alice, baby, if they want to put places to put some people in there, if y'all want something to do with y'all time and some tight spells, dollars, my boy, the same way he chose to pick up that telephone for every comment, for every text message, for every single thing that he decided to say and do with this little girl, he should be put in a cell. And they should be allowed to do to him every single thing that he wanted to do to this child. Every single thing. I don't care who agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, y'all got to stop playing with these people because it's just showing you and exposing you that our children are not safe. Children are not safe. The fact that somebody and to the idiots, and that's what I'm gonna call you, that be in the comments talking about, oh well, yes, baby, she was, she probably was. You know what I'm saying? I was at one point. I'm pretty sure you was at a point. Pretty sure y'all was sneaking out houses. Pretty sure people was around here lying, telling people they was one place when they was somewhere else. But by no means is it ever right for you to have to lose your life, especially losing your. Okay, so when I read it and it was saying about, oh, he was saying she gave him an STD. Make that make sense to me. A 14-year-old that's in foster care. Have in mind, I used to work in foster care. I used to work in group homes. 14-year-old little girls that's out there that got sugar daddies. That's what they is. And I'm speaking of this because I've experienced and I've seen it firsthand. They have sugar daddies. Unless he pimping her out, they not sleeping with a lot of men. Most of them not even sleeping with the little boys their age. So when you get in there and say stuff like that because you deflect and trying to say, oh, trying to justify your reasonings for whatever, most likely you nasty bastard, you gave it to her. And because she didn't go get treated because she was a 14-year-old little girl that didn't know no better, it probably got worse and she gave it back to that ass. And then you went and gave it to your wife. And then because you're disgusting, which we all know that you went back and unalived this young lady. And they didn't let you sit in jail and for months. You done been in somebody's courtroom trying to justify or pretend not guilty or whatever. I don't feel as if we should be wasting any dollars. Immediately when there was text messages and there was evidence, the case was closed. Period. Ain't no dots. Ain't no none of that stuff. We got to get to the point, and I'm gonna say it, and y'all can say what y'all want to, but y'all got to make it make sense. Unless, and they keep saying it, but they call it a conspiracy theory. Unless it is true that it's a bunch of pedophiles running a bunch of these offices, these punishments should be a little bit stiffer than what we got going on. My child should be able to walk down the street and not have to worry about the person that did it going to jail and bonding out. Them the charges that shouldn't have no bond. Them the charges that we should be seeing people doing life sentences for. Shouldn't be a couple of years because, baby, you made a clear conscious decision. And if she's a child at 14 years old, not able to make decisions for herself, not able to do anything, can't smoke cigarettes, purchase cigarettes, can't 14, she still got to go to school. Can't even legally say I don't want to go to school anymore. Why are we having a trial? Why are so many people having trials? And I don't want to hear that shit about innocent until proven guilty. He was already proven guilty. And I understand they throw in the court of law. For what? Because somebody else got to make the decisions and then we're going to decide if they're not the ones that's messing with children themselves. It's sickening and it's sad. I don't feel there should be no sympathy for any of you cowards. I don't feel like we should be wasting money on trials for you bastards that go out there and choose and prey on little girls and little boys. But I also understand that maybe you are um it's a mental handicap because the fact that you find that you and a 14-year-old had anything in common besides sex is what that's the only thing that I could see. Unless you was trying to be her daddy. And the daddies, the real daddies that I know ain't trying to sleep with them. So there's no questions about that child passing the STD to him. I'm just saying, y'all just got to make it make sense. Don't judge me. I have my opinions, and that's why I wait to Thursday sometimes to say them. Don't judge me. I just need y'all to make it make sense. Should we still be giving trials to people who are literally out here committing these crimes, knowing they doing them, making clear, conscious decisions? Should we still be slapping them on the wrist? Or should we hold everybody accountable that partook in the relationship? If he came to your house with them, you're responsible. If you rode in the car with them, you're responsible. If you went to pick old girl up with him, you're responsible. If you sent them cash out, if you did any of that, you are responsible. I need that to be held accountable to everybody, to your homeboys and your homegirls. Again, I'm gonna say this: the shit that I might have did when I was younger, it was safer then too. And then again, it wasn't safer because here we are now in 2025, and we finding mass graves of people that disappeared back then. But that too should open y'all eyes and see that y'all got to make it make sense. Like, when are we gonna wake up? And to the parents, now I'm gonna say this: if you are a parent and you are willingly allowing your child to run the streets without having anything to say, and I'm not saying that you have to patrol your children and micromanage your child, but if you know you got a child that runs away and or is out dating, that's another show. I'm gonna get on y'all because y'all already know. 'Cause this is gonna be the one to the ones that's to the ones in the back, and then to the ones that's in the back of them. So you females that's out here teaching your child that a man got to take care of them. To all you hoes that's posting all them videos talking about what restaurant a man got to take you in and where you not gonna eat it. To all you chicks that's out there doing that, that's raising these little girls that feel like that's what they got to go out here and look for. Don't let me see no posts with y'all going off about nothing when these men be doing it because of the fact that y'all literally are enabling it. When y'all little girls sitting in the house and y'all telling them about, oh, well, he got to do this, that, and the other, or y'all will do anything for $1 in front of them. And I don't know that this is Lil Mama case, but I'm just speaking to everybody out there. But so long, I'm telling y'all helping them create an AI generation. Is all I'm saying. Cause pretty soon y'all ain't ready. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all really not paying attention. But to y'all men, big grown men and women that's out here preying on these little girls, to y'all big grown ass women that can't that's aging and y'all don't want to age because y'all competing with these little girls, baby, at the end of the day, it's gonna come a time where that surgery ain't gonna look like surgery no more. And then not only are you gonna look like what you look like before you went in there cutting and carving yourself up, baby, you're gonna look worse. You gonna look so much worse. Stop allowing people to think that this shit is okay. Start holding these people more accountable for their actions. Stop letting them go in there talking about, oh no, it wasn't this, or oh no, she came on to me. Bitch, if you 47 years old and a 14-year-old can come on to you, yo baby, it's no wonder. It's no wonder that the men that what we got going on in the world is a shit show. We got men literally around here competing with the young generation. Can't father them, can't lead them because you're trying to beat them. The little girls got grown women having surgeries so they'll stay looking like them. Trying to change what you done did to your body over all these years. Trying to be somebody that you not only for what in a couple years for all that stuff to either have what recalls or we losing y'all priorities. Y'all got to get y'all priorities together. Listen, y'all real do. Y'all got to definitely make it make sense. There's too much going on in the world. I'm telling y'all, like, listen, prayers to this young lady, to the mother, because I've seen this mama, to the young lady mama. Is 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 Miss Alexia Alexandria. That's the baby girl's name. Miss Alexia Alexandria. Because when this first case happened, I did bring it up. We are so sorry, baby, that we failed you. We are so sorry that we failed you as a society, as a community, as a village. We have too many young children leaving here. And it's okay for us to talk about it afterward, post them. But what are we doing to prevent this? What are y'all doing to prevent it? Yes, you can't stop everything from happening, but we got to stop making it be okay. We got to start big grown adults like this. Look, I remember when I was coming up. I remember when I was coming up. If a person heard you did something to a child or to a woman, it wasn't no, oh, we got to wait till we get to the courts. I remember my uncles and cousins, like a man doing something to a woman. I remember my cousins them and uncles them would be on that ass. So I say he'll be in jail and these people crying about exactly. I'm telling you, and he owned the t-shirt company, so you know if we got to deal with you for the t-shirts. I'ma host your fish fry. We gonna make it make sense because it's ridiculous. But to Alexia's mother, my prayers is with you, baby. I listen. To hear that mother speak is horrible. To see and hear any other parents speak when we lose our children at the hands of these monsters, we literally got to go in there. And I'm telling y'all, y'all be fighting and arguing. Y'all around here trying to legalize marijuana, baby. No, we need to come up with some laws to legalize putting their asses to death immediately. We need to pass some laws. Some laws. need to be put into effect. That when this stuff is found out, when there's text messages, emails, video footage, recordings of my child being with you, guilty. Ain't no questioning as to why, because that's my question. Why? Why did you allow my child to get in the car with you? Not why was my child with you? Why did you allow my child to get in the car with you as an adult? When you come to me and say the adults and we talking about, oh, well, she this and he that, right? For the children, then hold the adult accountable. Yeah, hold that child accountable too. But you most definitely need to hold these adults accountable. All that sitting up in the courtroom and he still being able to talk. A few years ago, that when it took place inside the jailhouse, in the court system. But y'all priorities all messed up. They steady showing y'all that our children are disappearing. Our children are being erased. Children are being erased. And what's happening? Who being held accountable for it? No, that's not. Is that it? Listen, uh, right. I got some other comments that's coming in on another, but I ain't gonna be able to pull them all. What is it? Um, oh, those was updates. Well, right. I'm not again. Not Lexia, baby. May you rest forever in heaven, in paradise, baby. May you play with the angels. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. But we are going to like kind of go back something. Oh, another case that came across my page, and this is because it's again it's with our kids, our youth, our children. I'm not understanding why here we are, 2025. We still have children being left in cars. Now, this incident, I'm gonna speak on it because we know down there. This young baby is a 3-year-old boy. He died after being left in a hot car in Birmingham. Now, the reason why I'm gonna say something about this is because not only was this baby left in a car, his name is Katerius KJ Sparks Jr., a 3-year-old. And when I say this, a 3-year-old. On Tuesday, July 22nd, around 12:30 p.m. till 5:30 p.m. Y'all heard how many hours that was. This baby was left alone inside of a hot vehicle. Now, we would be, I'm just going to read it. Birmingham police say Katerius KJ Sparks was accidentally left inside of a vehicle while in the care of Covenant Services, a third party contracted worker for the Department of Human Resources, DHR. So, my child was in DHS custody. You gonna tell me that the people that's supposed to come in and stuff as an in between? And again, I ain't got no sympathy. I don't want to hear nothing about it. It was a mistake. Absolutely not. My granddaughter 3. To tell me that you as an adult as the caregiver, working for a DHR, working for a company that is brought in to foster my child to make sure that my child is okay. Left my child in the car. Now, it says both KJ's biological and foster families are struggling to understand how this tragedy could have occurred. The boy's biological father told reporters that he last seen his son during a scheduled visitation Tuesday morning at the Department of Human Resources. He had no idea it would be his final time he held his child. As the child left because the worker, and I'm gonna be honest, I ain't even see that they even listed. So that's a problem. That's a problem for me. That is a problem for me. The fact that this person's name is not listed as this is a careless mistake, absolutely not. Because we just seen that it was a young lady whose child froze to death in the car and she didn't have nowhere to live. And they had this lady all across the internet. Her name was spewed everywhere because of her child dying in a car from carbon monoxide poisoning. But you gonna sit here and tell me that a person that literally took an oath, literally you are brought in as the in between these people to bring these children to unite them and reunite them. In between, take this child to a daycare. You're big grown as at from 12:30 to 5:30 in Birmingham heat. You forgot. You had one job. How do you forget that the child that you are transporting is inside the couch? I never can understand this. I don't understand it. It's not making sense to me. I have never. How can you be that y'all leave children in the car? A 3-year-old. The visitation ended at 11:30. So at 11:30, you ended up the visitation. Y'all left, went up. So in that time frame, no time did you look in your car. Did you remember that you was caring for a child? At no time did you have paperwork for this child. At no time did you fulfill any requirements that you were supposed to, because this child was supposed to be at daycare. Because what happened was the foster mother showed up to the daycare to pick up her child. To go, and it was your responsibility to do it. Why are we hiding them? I have watched parents be smug and drug across TVs when they forget their children in the car because of a mistake or whatever it is. But now that somebody that took an old baby, we ain't gonna post no pictures. Oh, we looking into it? No, no, no. Brett, come on, baby. Come on to the life. You need to be arrested. And it was like, oh, no charge. What? It's under investigation. What are we investigating? What is the investigation? What do we need to investigate? Number one, why do they have a job? Number two, this clearly states that they do not do their job every single day. They cannot do their job every day. Because if you know that your job is to take this child back and forth, if you know that as a DHS worker, DCF worker, foster worker, anybody that works a teacher, anybody know that when you are transporting a child from one place to another, you should have a folder, a binder, something with you with this child, paperwork pertaining to this child. You should have a calendar that's scheduled. This is the day that I work with this child. Why was 4 hours in between? 5 hours took place in between. There's no sympathy. That's the problem. Y'all always want to get sympathy. Can't nobody handle their feelings no more. Y'all done got in here changing rules and laws because everybody don't want to take accountability for their actions. So we done made people soft. Children being hurt, harmed, killed, taken up out of here. And y'all sitting up here playing. But y'all worry about legalizing weed. Y'all need to make it make sense. Y'all ran to the office to vote just to be a part of something. Some of y'all ran to the office because y'all seen a black woman. Some of y'all ran to the office because y'all seen this man y'all don't want in the office. At no point did y'all ever think about who's gonna make it make sense. Did we get thrown off? All right, y'all. Hey, love. We are down. We appreciate each and every one of y'all that tuned in. I know I went to rant and got a little upset with y'all. But listen, we want to make sure in this heat that y'all look out if you're dealing with any health issues. Got anything going on, listen, and y'all see I'm sitting outside, I could bear it. And that's all because of my boy Pedro over at HS Soap Company. Listen, make sure y'all reach out to him. I'm telling y'all, if you haven't reached out to him, you can't say if it works or if it don't work. Reach out to HS Soap Company. Tell him Auntie sent you. You see, he has a super mystery box. The boxes, I love the boxes. They all have little gifts inside. You might have some stickers and bracelet, just keychains. It's a cool little gift, but I'm telling you, most definitely it is something for you. Your skin needs to be used with kids. Also, don't y'all forget my girl over there at Rena Simone's Beauty and Wellness. I'm telling you, it's a different method. It's cleansing. I'm telling you, listen, that's my girl. Ooh, ouch. That's my girl, Rena. Y'all can catch her up over at Saturday Shops in the mall over here in Hillsborough County. Listen, y'all want to try her products as well. She has teas. She has spiritual medications. Spiritual, enlightening. It's all different types of stuff that you can get. You don't know unless you try. Y'all reach out to Rena Simone, Beauty and Wellness. Listen, and ladies, she's a very touchy lady. Don't, and again, he started us out, so we ain't gonna forget about it. Y'all don't forget to check out my boy over there at Smooth Transitions Design LLC. Contact today for your free consultation. Back to school, you might come up with got a design brand, something you want to see your kids back, something a little different. Go ahead and hit them up. We'll make it make sense. Call now for a consultation, 656-214-9209. Call show out today for your consultation. Like at the end, one of this. And of course, y'all know y'all can reach out to me when life give you limits, make it make sense with Auntie. The information will be on the page. You can call me 656-216-1373. The voice that you hear is mine if you would like to make a donation. If y'all want to continue to see Auntie, y'all can go ahead and make donations, send gifts over to AUNTI79 on Cash App. If you need an invoice, you can do that as well. While we'll sell PayPal. If you would like to be a sponsor and are back to school, you can go ahead and get an invoice again for that as also. Y'all can just send me. Listen, I'm hot. I'm sorry. I just got tongue wide. I can't even talk. Tongue tied. That means y'all Auntie been in the heat a little bit too long. So the HS want to play. Y'all see look. Okay, we ain't gonna do that. But we enjoyed the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all next Thursday. And listen, don't forget tonight, BFAM News. Stay tuned, 7 o'clock. Speak that shit with Zoe and Annie. You guys are the worst at 9. What is it? You guys are the worst at 9:30. And then don't forget BFAM News at 11. I got that out. Like, I really got that out. Y'all think Auntie be playing. One day we're going to sit and talk about Auntie.